Tollroad's expertise is hand-to-hand combat. I mean, he's a down and dirty in the trenches kind of guy. You know, will use his gun for simplicity if he needs to, but you know, kind of prefers to get his hands on guys and break their necks and drop them on their heads and do that sort of thing. So, you know, that suits me pretty well. As I read the script and then heard a little more as the cast unfolded about the guys that were going to be involved in this movie, I just kept pinching myself. I'm like, did I really get this part? And I saw it as kind of a modern version of the Dirty Dozen. I mean, you think about the old classic Dirty Dozen and the list of characters that played in that movie, and this is a kind of an updated version of that same thing. Different weapons, different scenarios, more real life. I mean, you think of Blackwater and some of the things that are going on in today's world compared to what was going on in World War II when you know the Dirty Dozen happened. This is in a lot of ways a modern version of that same thing. I think the first time we all came together, there was this huge buzz with everybody, the whole crew, everybody on set, and including all the guys. I think it was the first time all five of us had kind of come together for you know, one scene, and all had to kind of interact and deal with each other. And I think that moment kind of set the tone for the rest of this experience. We kind of came together, it was fun, we joked around, and the scenes came off well, and it felt like we fit together very well. I think all of us are a little in awe just because of his history coming through Rocky and Rambo and all the just amazing action movies and movies that he's been, you know, written and directed and been involved with. So especially for me to be here as a pretty green, you know, actor, didn't know what to expect, how it would be, if he was like an actor's director or if he was more into the action and kind of had the clear vision of what he wanted to capture on film and just let the actors do what they do. I've kind of seen both of those kind of approaches now, and he's in the middle actually. He spends a lot of time with us. He's not real worried about the words on the page. He wants you to be comfortable with it and say it however it needs to be said to capture what he's trying to get. He also has very clear vision of how the scene should work out and how the action should come together. Doing these action scenes has been a blast. It's been fun to go in there and throw a lot of guys around and work with these stunt guys, and I mean they have no regard for their bodies whatsoever. Some of the stuff we've done has been pretty amazing, so it's been a blast. When fans see the Expendables and they go and watch this movie, first of all, obviously they're entertained, and that we give them what they come to an action movie for, which is a whole bunch of action. I think there's some effects and some cool things that happen in this movie that we haven't seen in an action flick before, that they're going to be very, very excited about and come away talking like, how the heck did they do that? And I think part of that is me getting to implement some MMA and ground and pound and throwing guys and doing some of the stuff that comes from my sport into an action flick that we haven't really seen anybody capture as well. So I think if they know me, they're going to expect certain things from me from the fight world that they're going to get to see on the big screen, which is going to be pretty cool.